Point Credit. You may proceed.
I was looking at, maybe we go to slide 17. I was looking at the different channels that you serve, and you talked about broken pallets. So I'd imagine you serve these customers differently in terms of freight. I'm just kind of wondering to give me a sense of what you're sending truckloads or pallet loads to, and what you're sending maybe mixed cases, and kind of give me an idea of your freight spend, what's exposed to maybe more long-term rates and more like the FedEx and UPS type shipping rates.
Sure. If you don't mind, we may be able to explain a little bit better on slide 29.
That's fine.
Yeah, if you turn to slide 29, our freight process is kind of broken down largely by these three channels. So if you think about the automotive aftermarket, we think about warehouse distributors and individual jobbers, about 85% of what we sell them are mixed pallets. And these are guys who might be running a corner shop or small distributors. They can't afford a truckload of anything individual or even a pallet oftentimes. So 85% of what we sell them is mixed pallet. Typical pallet's got more than 20 different SKUs on it. So in order to manage that, so they call in the orders to our sales staff. As our sales staff is typing up that order, our transportation management system sends that specific order out to 32 different carriers to get freight quotes back from them. So we know the freight cost and the margin on that order before it goes out. So for that channel, it's about 85% LTL, and we've got a TMS that does that. If you go to the next channel there, which is retail, typically this is truckload orders, or at worst, we've got 2 or 3 different SKUs per truckload coming straight from the plant. But typically, this is a full truckload order going straight from our manufacturing plant to the distribution center for the large retailers. And again, that's managed through our our transportation management system as well. And then if you go to the bottom section, so that is the installer channel, and we talked about that, where they get a whole lot of car count Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They give us an order on Monday. Those orders are typically going FedEx and UPS, and there are a whole bunch of eaches put into a single big box and FedEx or UPS out to them. And we renegotiate, and we have great programs depending on the freight lanes with UPS and FedEx, and we bounce them off each other all the time. But that is typically a single box with a whole bunch of different SKUs in it that's getting UPS or FedEx out. And so with any of these, we can pass the freight along.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just looking at it. I guess the only one, the 17% of your revenue is really exposed to like FedEx and UPS pricing, or capacity. Is that correct?
Yeah, and maybe even a little lighter than that. We used to say 80-20 in the Highline business, and now with Warren, we'll be even heavier truckload, full truckload versus small parcel.
Okay. And then last is a housekeeping question. Is the intention to have quarterly calls going forward?
Yes, that's the intent.
I'll drop out. Thanks.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Jeff Schmidt with AEA Investors. You may proceed.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to answer questions here. Just on the Amazon side, do you mind kind of talking through how they've changed the industry a bit over the past few years, and kind of it looks like Warren's doing some private label stuff for Amazon, so walk us through kind of that relationship and kind of how the growth has been with that customer.
Sure. So Amazon is a great story for us. We like it a lot. So I'll break it into Warren, and I'll break it into Highline. So Warren has the contract to private label Amazon's oil for them. Their branded oil on Amazon is made by Warren. Warren manufactures it, ships it to Amazon's warehouses, and they ship it out from there. On the Highline side, when we put all these companies together originally, we were selling SKUs, individual SKUs on Amazon, and what we did is we changed our strategy several years ago. And we decided that in an attempt to not be disintermediated and to actually add value to the supply chain, we would go in sort of a 3-part relationship with Amazon and with national manufacturers of product, and we would become their representative and their distributor to Amazon. So what